Hello, this is Mike with Quke. Today I'll be giving you a brief overview of our individual ladder league format. In this video, we will follow the fictional player Riley through the first few rounds of their league at Metro Pickleball Club. Before the start of a league, the club running that league will create an initial ranking by sorting players from the highest skill level to the lowest. Every club will have their own method of creating the initial ranking, but for this example, we'll assume that Metro Pickleball Club uses Duper ratings. Riley has a Duper rating of 3.49. This puts them as the 8th seed in their 14-player league. As the league progresses, players will move up and down the leaderboard based on their performance. These initial seeds serve as just a best guess to provide a starting point for the league. When Riley arrives for the first night of the league, the players are broken out into groups of 4 or 5 based on their position in the leaderboard. The top players will be in Group 1, the next best players will be in Group 2, and so on. Based on their initial seed, Riley is placed in Group 2. Once the groups have been created, players can see their schedule and report scores through the Quke website on their phones. Every player will play with every other player in their group. We call this schedule a rotation because you rotate through partnering with all the other players in your group. Typically, groups of 5 will play games to 11, and groups of 4 will play games to 15, so that each group spends roughly the same amount of time playing. In this rotation, Riley plays their 4 games and enters their scores on the phone. Once all the games for this group are finished, the rotation is complete, and the league leaderboard updates automatically. In a Quke league, the standings will always be sorted from the highest point total to the lowest. Players earn leaderboard points in 2 ways: group bonus points and performance points. First, players are awarded group bonus points based on the level of competition in their group. Group bonus points are meant to reward players for playing against better competition. Group 1 will have the best players and the fiercest competition, so those players will receive the largest bonus. Group 2 will receive a slightly smaller bonus, and so on. In this case, Riley played in Group 2 for this rotation. Based on the settings chosen by Metro Pickleball Club, the players in Group 2 are awarded 5 bonus points. Players also earn performance points based either on their win percentage or point percentage. In this example, the league is using point percentage to determine performance points. The total number of points that a player scores in their games is divided by the total possible points they could have scored. Each player will receive as many performance points as this percentage. In this rotation, Riley played 4 games to 11, and thus could have scored a maximum of 44 points. They did very well and scored a total of 40 points. This means they scored 91% of the points they possibly could have, so they earn 91 performance points toward the leaderboard. To calculate the amount of leaderboard points Riley earned for this rotation, we simply add their bonus to their performance to get 96 points. Let's see how this stacks up to the rest of the league. Here is the leaderboard with the initial seedings. In this league, Group 1 earns 10 bonus points, Group 2 earns 5 bonus points, and Group 3 earns no bonus points. When the rotation is complete, each player's game points can be seen on the leaderboard. That result turns into a percentage, and each player earns as many performance points as that percentage. When we add the performance to the bonus, we see how many total points each player has earned for this rotation. As we saw before, Riley earned 96 points. These points are added to each player's season total on the overall leaderboard. Since this was the first rotation, these are the only points each player has earned. Now the leaderboard is sorted from the most points to the least points. As you can see, Riley has done well and moved up to 5th place. These updated standings will be used to set the groups for the next rotation. Again, each player will use their phones to see their new schedule and enter scores. When this second rotation is complete, the leaderboard will update with the newest results. Since Riley played in Group 1 for this rotation, they earned 10 group bonus points this time. Like before, each player's results can be seen on the weekly leaderboard. Those results are converted to a percentage and then performance points. In the second rotation, Riley scored 37 out of a possible 44 points, which earns them 84 performance points. When we combine the performance and bonus for each player, we see how many points each player has earned in this second rotation. Those points are then added to each player's league total. As you can see, Riley earned 96 in the first rotation and 94 points in the second rotation, so now they have 190 points total. When the standings are updated, they move up to 4th place. One more time, these standings are used to create groups for the next rotation. Let's jump straight to the results of this third rotation. As you can see, Riley again earned 10 bonus points for playing in Group 1. They had a very rough night and only scored 23 out of a possible 44 points, earning them 52 performance points. In total, they received 62 points on the overall league leaderboard for this rotation. After 3 rotations, Riley has earned 252 points. When the leaderboard is updated, they fall down to 8th place. This pattern will continue on for as long as the league is scheduled. The number of rotations you get through in your league will vary depending on your schedule. Some leagues will just do 1 rotation per week, others might work through 2 rotations. I hope you've enjoyed this quick overview. To learn more about Quke Leagues, visit QukePB.com.